This time of year, often called the most wonderful, but for many people, it's also one of the most stressful and lonely. The American Psychological Association says that nearly 9 in 10 U.S. adults feel at least some holiday stress, from money to travel and just trying to keep up with the season. Added to this, a U.S. Surgeon General advisory showing 1 in 3 adults feel more lonely during this time of year, even when they're surrounded by family and friends. And nearly 6 in 10 Americans, according to the National Retail Federation, say the biggest weight on them is their finances, from buying gifts to that holiday travel cost. Let's find out more about this and how to snap these holiday blues with Courtney Schauder. She is with UnitedHealthcare. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. It's nice to be here.
Absolutely. Courtney, when you look at the numbers, like 88% of adults feeling stressed out, what stands out most about what people are experiencing this time of year?
Yeah, what people are experiencing are some of those challenges, and, people do feel lonely. It's very important to reach out to those who you think may be feeling lonely, and even a small gesture or a quick call or a handwritten note or a visit to a local community center can go a long way to make those feel seen and valued. So we definitely want to be thinking about that during this season.
Yeah, we often call this the most wonderful time of the year, right? And many people are just stressed out. What's one of the biggest health impacts from people being stressed out?
Yeah, so definitely stress can affect our sleep. It can affect our appetite, our nutrition. It really affects both mental and physical health. So in that sense, holidays are a really great time to slow down and just reconnect, and just think about those social ties, because feeling moments of connection with others can be really powerful gifts, and it can really uplift our spirits and our physical and mental health too.
What would you say is the most this common mistake when people try to push through the season instead of coping with what they're dealing with?
Yeah, well, sometimes that can lead to burnout, if we just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and really don't kind of set those intentions to balance taking care of ourselves, but also giving to others during that season. So it's important to kind of think through the season, maybe think through an action plan. What are the things you need to accomplish? What are the kind of the wants versus the needs of the season?
So how do you set those boundaries during the holidays, and what does that look like in a healthy way?
Yeah, so I would start with just some intentional conversations. So whether that means you're checking in with family about schedule or plan, or you're checking in with people about, what are they up to? How are they feeling? Anytime you can really, have that genuine connection with others, it's going to help you feel more supported, and then also help others. And I would also go back to some of those traditions. What about the season makes it feel special for you? Are there, certain activities you always go to, whether that's in your community, certain volunteer events? Is it things you do at home, like decorating or baking? Just traditions. Those rituals can really help us feel grounded and supported during this season. And even thinking about like moving with others, going for walks, or if there's local 5Ks that run, in your community, moving can be a fantastic way to strengthen your connection and bond with other people, just while giving you time to talk and move your body.
Would that be your advice as people head into these next few weeks?
Yes, absolutely. I really do think sticking with your usual routine is important, right? So we know there's a lot more going on. There can be some stress, but if you've got those routines of making sure you're grocery shopping, having some balanced meals in your home, going for your morning walks, or if you like to do certain exercise routines, or even if you're just getting outside, those are important. They help you stay kind of feeling structured, and then that kind of balances your stress throughout your week as well.
Yeah. All right. So if somebody's watching us right now and they're feeling overwhelmed, all up in their shoulders like me, right? What's the first step, right, to get started on changing things for this holiday season?
Sure. Well, when it comes to setting goals, I always think about, we don't want to set ourselves up for failure. So it can just be one very small goal, and, making it actionable, making it something that you can check back in on. So that might be saying a specific amount of times you want to do something, or, committing to a certain amount of minutes of reading every day, or whatever it is that you recognize that you want to do that would also be beneficial for you. Just trying to commit to that and sharing your goals with others so that they can keep you accountable and maybe even join in, so it doesn't feel like an extraordinary effort. It feels like something that's enjoyable.
All right, I got 30 seconds left. Courtney, now tell me, what am I supposed to say to my son who I can't find anything for, and I feel bad about that gift I didn't get him? What should I tell him?
Oh gosh. Well, you know what? I think, you can just always say you try your best. But remember too, just moments with others and connection can go farther. Sometimes even just a lovely handwritten note to somebody that you want to recognize during this holiday season can go farther than a gift. So don't discount those types of things. And just remember, there are lots of tools to help manage stress. So if you do have a health insurer, there's often some great virtual tools that can help you manage stress, such as Calm Health, just all these wonderful apps that can bring meditation and focus and grounding and breath work into the picture. Those are really important stress management tools. So don't discount some of the things you might have access to, even on your phone, that you might have forgotten about.
Yeah. Dear son, I'm already starting, Courtney. Dear son.
There you go.
Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.